lovely darlings, to my channel. Today it's going to be more for ladies, I would say. We're going to talk about classic type of updos that you can do and basically look really elegant, look really chic. I think this type of style, when it comes to your hairstyle, it's really lovely, and many times you can see ladies wearing on their wedding days something like Updos, because they are very comfortable and the hair is not going to bother you during that important day. However, I think there's so many different occasions you can wear it, even every day. You can wear it to work. Those classic ones that you may be not putting a lot of accessories in your hair are really stunning. And I think if your hair as well allows you, if you have a long enough hair, then this is a really great way of keeping your hair when you not necessarily want to wear them all the time straight or loose. And it's another, another really opportunity for you to discover something different, something new. For me, the most classic ones are those that they don't have a super, like a lot of volume to it. It's very tidy, and those are the most elegant. The ones that are tidy, that they don't have maybe a lot of hair coming out from them as well. Those that actually have a hair maybe in front, some kind of like a little bit wavy hair as well, another hair coming out from them as well. Those are a little bit more romantic, and nothing wrong about that. They are great for weddings as well. However, when you want to look more chic, more like polished, then I would go for those that are sleek, that they are more tidy. A very classic one is basically this kind of like almost like a nest. I think those are really lovely as well. Work for honestly so many different hair types as well. But I think the easiest way to do it, if you actually have a straight hair, that's I think the easiest. A little bit maybe curly hair, but if your hair are very curly, then you might struggle a little bit. However, you can still look really fantastic, and then can be really easy to wear for you if you feel like you just want to have your face a little bit like clean and out, and your hair out of your way, because that's what it is really great about Updos, that allows you to do a lot of different things during the day, and you don't really get bothered by your hair because they are very tidy up, and they are just not there's nothing coming out on your face, so it's very comfortable, as I said. And I think that's why ladies as well like them, because if you, let's say, going for dancing, as I said about wedding, but if you're going for some kind of dancing, then it's obviously you're looking for some kind of style of your hair that is going to be enjoyable, so it's not going to bother you all the time. And for that reason, I think Updos are really good. And you can obviously have a ponytail as well. You can have this kind of sleek, really lovely ponytail. I made a video about ponytails, so if you didn't see that one, I'm going to put a link on the top. However, I think this the Updos are really classic, really chic. And if you want to add some accessories, because those are started becoming more and more trendy now, then I wouldn't maybe necessarily put anything on the front of your head. I would just add something on the back, like on this picture here. I think this is a really lovely idea for the work. It's very sleek. You can honestly see nothing is coming out, so obviously you need to put some kind of attention to detail when you do something like this. But you can see there are some accessories in the hair as well. It's kind of like a pins, and I think something like this is very small, not very visible. It's very classic again, and overall the style of the hair, this kind of sleekness, is very elegant. Another example here, if you don't want to add anything to your hair, but you want to maybe add a little bit jewelry, so earrings are going to be absolutely fantastic for that. Even if you go for something a little bit bigger, it's going to bring a little bit more, the eyes are going to catch the jewelry, because obviously you going to have all this free space here, so your neck is going to be more open, your face is going to be more open. So adding some kind of interesting jewelry, it might be a really good idea. Without the jewelry you might look a little bit empty, so I think especially if you're going for some kind of evening, adding something blingy, something just that's going to bring the eye to your ears, it's a really good idea, and it's just going to make you stand out a little bit more. If you want to add a little bit maybe casuality to this kind of style of Updos, then I would just keep those two. Let's assume I have an Updo just now, so I would just keep this little bit like two strips on your front, just to basically be something like that. So basically I would have my Updos and keep those two, and I think this way it's a little bit more casual, so it's perfect for every day, but it's not so sleek like if you would compare it to a style that doesn't have anything coming out. So I think those two as well might work for many of you, that it's going to be a little bit more casual type of Updo. Another really great idea with accessories is this one here. So you have those kind of like two pearls pin inside the Updo, so I think this is really feminine. Pearls are really feminine gemstones, so I highly advise you to wear some of the earrings as well as maybe necklace, but in your hair as well, it's really nice option. Or even something like this. As I said, this I think became trend really like a year or 2 years ago, this kind of pins with full of pearls as well. This one is a little bit more on trendy side rather than if you would have something like the previous one. However, I still feel it's really elegant, and just add something a little bit extra. If you're looking to have something a little bit extra in your hair, then pearls I think are really great, and they are really feminine. So that's just another way to add something a little bit more interesting. But let's not forget that if you don't put anything in your hair, it's still absolutely fine. You're still going to look very classic. I would just, as I said before, advise you to wear some kind of earrings just to add a little bit more femininity in this way. It doesn't need to be a really huge earring. Can be just some kind of even like loops or something like this, but honestly choice is yours there. Obviously to work you're not going to have such a big earrings. For the party you might go a little bit more little bit bigger, and that's absolutely fine. If you want to look really like romantic again, then adding a bow above your Updo is going to be as well really lovely element. It's this kind of little touch that's just really romantic, again really feminine. So again, really lovely idea if you're looking for this kind of extra femininity. Obviously some of the Updos might not be so easy, but I think we're living in the time when everything is on YouTube, and the practice obviously makes it better. So if you find a style that you like, then keep it up, you know, and just focus on perfecting this one style rather than maybe trying lots of different, because I think there are so many really lovely ideas of creating them, but not maybe every single one is going to suit you. So find something that you really like, that works for your type of skin, works for your like, is it in this place, would you put it a little bit higher, you know. Obviously need to work for you. I noticed that if I have an Updo a little bit more higher, it's much harder for me to drive a car, so I rather keep it a little bit lower. Just this kind of like a sample for you, that when I drive the car it's just not comfortable enough for me to have them higher. It's better to have lower, so I can basically rest my head when I'm driving. But as it is, you know, it's everything need to work for your life and how you basically operate everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was short, but I think it's important to mention that this style of hair, like keeping your hair in this style, it's really lovely. It's really classic, and you can't really go wrong with that until maybe you don't put like this kind of like a buns, messy buns. Those obviously are not elegant, and if you can avoid that. You can obviously maybe wear something like this at home. However, I don't feel that those messy bands give you anything. Like, you're not going to feel good about yourself when you pass the mirror and you're going to see yourself. So I think it's better just to put like a nicer, little bit classic Updo rather than this kind of messy bands that they were quite popular, especially like 2 years, 1 year. Even now you can find ladies that wearing them, and I just feel like you can do much better than this, so avoid those if you want to look more elegant. But as I'm saying, those clean, tidy Updos are really great. So if you were considering to maybe do some kind of research about how you make one some kind of favorite style, then highly advise you to do that. And as I'm saying, YouTube is your oyster, really. You can find so many different tutorials how to do particular styles, so highly recommend you to check that out as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up and see you in the next video.